Tensions have spiked between the US and Canada after US Ambassador Pete Hoekstra warned that Washington may overhaul the NORAD agreement if Canada doesn't buy all 88 F-35 fighter jets. The ambassador's message was blunt. If Canada won't fill its air defense gap, the US will, with more American jets patrolling Canadian skies, raising questions about Canadian sovereignty. Hoekstra dismissed Canada's possible alternative, the Swedish Gripen, as inferior and incompatible with US forces, emphasizing the need for seamless NORAD cooperation. This public ultimatum marks a dramatic shift, turning a fighter jet purchase into a high-stakes test of the Canada-US defense partnership. Ottawa now faces a stark choice: comply with US demands or risk a fundamental change in its most critical military alliance. Instead of backing down, Canada's government pushed back, calling the ambassador's comments political pressure, not Pentagon policy. Ottawa is still reviewing its options, with the Swedish Gripen now a serious contender for the remaining 72 jets. The Carney government's willingness to consider the Gripen, despite US pressure, signals deep concerns about F-35 costs, maintenance, and sovereignty. Former National Security Advisor Vincent Rigby called the US threat a negotiating tactic, giving Ottawa political cover to act independently. By refusing to capitulate, Canada is asserting its right to make defense decisions in its own interest, not just to suit Washington. This standoff is a test of Canadian resolve and a sign that Ottawa may be charting a more independent course. The Gripen debate is about more than hardware. It's about diversifying partnerships and challenging the assumption that Canada must always align with US defense policy. Canada's hesitation is fueled by the F-35's persistent problems, delays, cost overruns, and underwhelming performance. A US Government Accountability Office report revealed the F-35's critical upgrade is $6 billion over budget and 5 years late, meaning buyers get less than promised. Lockheed Martin missed all 2024 delivery targets, with jets arriving an average of 238 days late, a major risk for Canada's aging Air Force. The F-35's high maintenance costs and low availability rates mean fewer jets are mission-ready, a problem for a small fleet like Canada's. These issues have tarnished the F-35's reputation, making Canadian officials question whether it's the right choice. The debate is no longer just about specs. It's about which jet can reliably and affordably serve Canada's needs. The F-35's troubles give Ottawa a strong reason to reconsider its options. Denmark, already flying F-35s, has warned Canada to choose another fighter jet due to high maintenance and low availability. Danish officials also cautioned that the US could ground allied F-35s by withholding parts or software, raising sovereignty concerns. Meanwhile, Sweden has offered Canada a compelling alternative. If Ottawa picks the Gripen, Saab promises 10,000 Canadian jobs through local assembly and tech transfer. The Gripen is designed for harsh northern climates and easy maintenance, making it well suited for Canada's Arctic defense. The Swedish offer combines economic benefits with an aircraft tailored for Canada's geography. This makes the Gripen a serious rival to the F-35, complicating Ottawa's decision. The choice is now about more than military capability. It's about sovereignty, economics, and strategic independence. Canada's next move will shape its defense and industrial future. The F-35 debate is about more than jets. It's about Canadian sovereignty. The F-35's core systems and data are controlled by the US, meaning Canada wouldn't have full independence over its own fleet. This dependency could let Washington limit or ground Canadian jets in a dispute, a chilling prospect for policymakers. Public opinion reflects these concerns. A 2025 poll found 72% of Canadians support adding the Swedish Gripen, either as a full replacement or in a mixed fleet. The idea of operating both F-35s and Gripens is gaining traction, balancing alliance commitments with national autonomy. Such a solution could meet NORAD and NATO needs while giving Canada more control over its air defense. However, a mixed fleet would add logistical complexity and cost. Still, strong public support gives Ottawa political room to resist US pressure. Canada's fighter jet saga began in 2010 with a controversial sole-source F-35 deal, sparking years of political debate and public skepticism. The Liberals promised an open competition, but after years of evaluation, the F-35 was again selected in 2022, this time for 88 jets at a much higher price. The first 16 F-35s are now committed, but the process has left a legacy of broken promises and mistrust. Many question how a competition meant to find an alternative ended up with the same result. This troubled history explains Ottawa's current hesitation and the high stakes of its next move. At the heart of the US argument is NORAD interoperability. Shared jets mean seamless defense against threats. The F-35 would unify US and Canadian pilots, systems and tactics, maximizing operational effectiveness. The US fears that introducing the Gripen would disrupt this integration. But Canada's decision is about more than military efficiency. It's a statement about its future role and independence. Sticking with the F-35 would deepen US ties but reduce Canadian autonomy. Choosing the Gripen or a mixed fleet would assert sovereignty, but risk straining the alliance and reshaping NORAD. Ottawa's choice will define its air force, its sovereignty, and its relationship with the US for decades. The world is watching as Canada weighs its options at this critical crossroads.